one, the others turned and listened to her singing.
Okay, so shadows, it's the dark areas. So when I'm in the sunlight and there's black, the form of my body behind, that's my shadow. Yeah. So a building makes a shadow too.
If you don't have shadow, mean you down. Okay?
Okay. That's true.
That means you are spirit.
Someone don't have shadow.
I think there was a legend, I think, is it vampires that don't have shadows? Something like that.
In Thailand, we believe if you see someone in the forest, in the jungle, we are not know. We don't know human or not human. Look at the shadow.
Ah.
Yeah. My parents tell me. If you cannot see the shadow, that's not human. It could be spirit, or it could be God, it could be, we don't know. But not human.
Especially in the night time.
Maybe God.
In the night time. Daytime.
Yeah. In the nighttime, there's no shadow unless you're standing in the light.
Set the lighting when it is.
Shadow or eye, look at the eye. Eye, you know. Human eye, you close and you open all the time.
Mm.
But spirit eye, open all the time. Understand?
Yes.
Look at that, his eye, her eye.
His color?
No.
Red color?
Spirit eye or gold eye, not closed.
Not
Open
closed.
all the time like this. But human eye, you say,
Blink. You can blink your eyelids.
bring all the time.
Eyelids are the skin around your eye. That's the eyelid that opens and closes. Yes.
Get the word.
If some man, if some lady,
Eyelid.
Eyelid. Yeah. That's the skin that opens and closes on your eye.
this is how
We
to
don't
spell
know,
right
but
now.
people believe like that.
Bring, how to spell.
How do you spell what?
Bring,
Blink. Blink. So you can say you blinked your eyes. It's possible, I suppose, to say you blinked your eyelids, but it means to close shortly for a very small amount of time, for a short amount of time, to close, to open and close. Yeah.
You lose your way in the jungle or in the forest, but you lose your way. Be careful. See someone there.
Okay. This next part is in italics, that sort of slanted kind of print here. This is called italics. Okay. When you see that italics, it's to emphasize.
How to spell that? Italic.
Okay. And we've run into,
not Italian,
ตัวหนังสือ N
italics are the kind of slanted writing.
นิดหน่อย
So, yeah.
Italian.
We've run into this before. In the sentence on page 4, it says your English accent is absolutely terrible. So terrible is in italics. So it's for emphasis. So you would say your English accent is absolutely terrible. That's emphasizing the word. Okay? Are italics difficult for you to read? No, no problem? Okay, continue then.
I want it a room somewhere far away from the cold night and with one enormous chair.
Enormous.
Enormous chair.
Yeah.
Oh, wouldn't it be lovely? Lots of chocolate for me to eat. Lots of food, making lots of
Heat.
heat. Warm face, warm hands, warm feet. Oh, wouldn't it be lovely?
Okay. So this is actually a song in the play. So the words, the end of the sentence rhymes. So somewhere, air, chair, they all have the same sound. That's called a rhyme. Eat, heat, feet. Those words rhyme. It's often used in poems. It's not so much anymore, but it used to be that poems always rhymed. The last word of each line rhymed with the last word of the next line. Excuse me.
Teacher, what is the meaning of enormous?
Enormous, very big, very big. And this is also written in the way that this woman speaks. So when it says lots of coal making lots of heat, is the apostrophe again, and it means she's not pronouncing the G. Okay, this is not the correct way to spell. This is the correct way to spell it. What he's doing when he writes Macon is trying to spell the way she speaks. Yeah, so it's really just the sound that she makes.
Teacher,
Yeah.
in this case, it means that when you say something, someone difficult to understand, what do you say? Okay, it means like this.
Meaning you didn't understand what I was explaining?
In this story,
Mm-hmm.
the Elisa,
Mm-hmm.
when Elisa have a talk to someone,
Mm-hmm.
is it difficult to understand her what did
Yes.
say?
Yes.
Because
It's
of the language.
Yes, this is the author's trying to write as she speaks, and that is her accent. And
About
and
accent.
yeah, and the point is she does not speak correctly.
Oh,
So Professor Higgins can
like
can
me.
tell that she does not have education. Well,
Like me.
Me too.
well, always remember always remember all of you speak English better than I speak Thai.
Accent is
Teacher,
there.
would you mind to write the spelling? Emphasize.
Emphasize, sure.
ของใครเป็นของพ่อเองลงลงอาหารไม่ของใหญ่เว้ยเอาใหญ่เลยนะอย่าแทงเลยเป็นลม
ไม่คุ้มเลย
เสร็จแล้ว
เสียดายยังเขาเป็น
This is emphasize. I have a feeling in the UK they spell this as an S because their spelling is different from ours. So if you see emphasize in your newspaper, I suspect it will have the S instead of the Z. And
ไปแต่งงานกับคนรวยแล้วไปอยู่ไม่ได้
yeah, so there's the verb to emphasize, but if I say, I want you to emphasize the letter T, I can also say, put the emphasis on the letter T. It's the same as as the verb.
ถ่ายรูปนั่นน่ะสิโดเรมอน
See the
People say
I think I've spelled that correctly. Yeah, emphasis.
Or is it is noun and verb?
This is a noun.
Yes.
if we say
And this is,
Verb.
วิ่งเต็มเรา
so to emphasize.
เป็นภาษา
if we say he emphasized me to do homework.
No. You can say in class he emphasized pronunciation, meaning spoke of pronunciation as if it's the most important thing.
เราเน้นๆย้ำ
Pronunciation is most
ๆเป็นแต่
important.
ว่าเน้นย้ำ
Pronunciation is most important thing.
If I say I'm going to emphasize pronunciation in this class means I'm going to treat pronunciation as the most important thing, okay? I'm going to spend a lot of time talking about pronunciation. That's to emphasize it.
Teacher, for example, when you study English, it consists of reading, writing, and pronunciation. But in this class, we emphasize the pronunciation